Welcome back. This is going to be the last video for the tutorial, and the first thing I want to show you really quick is my recipe, or at least just talk about it. Let's suppose that you're entering in some food for Food Tracker, but the Foodipedia doesn't have it. You're not able to look it up, and it's something that has multiple ingredients. Something like cow kaijio is going to be really easy to input because there's only two ingredients, rice and egg. However, if it's something else that you're inputting and you eat it a lot and you expect to eat it on a weekly or even a daily basis, you might want to come and create a recipe for it. You can go ahead and play around with this. You'll be able to enter all the different ingredients for your recipe and then save it as whatever you want, and it will be included in Foodipedia. Then the next time you go to enter it, all you have to do is look for your recipe, and that way you don't have to enter in all the different ingredients every single time. That would get very time consuming and probably a little bit annoying. So it's probably going to be a helpful tool for some of you. So go ahead and play around with that. Now, in this video I'm going to show you the reports that you're going to print out for your homework. You'll be needing to print off these reports on a weekly basis to turn in to me. So you go up here to reports, and the two that you will be using the most are nutrients reports and physical activity reports. So let's take a look at the nutrients report. It's going to ask you to input some dates. Now you'll be doing it for a week. For example, if you meet, let's say on the 18th, you're coming to class on the 18th, you'll want to print out a report for the 9th to the 15th. Okay, I've only entered data for the 12th, so I'm going to go ahead and just click from the 12th to the 12th. And then hit create report. Now it's generated a report for me showing all the different nutrients from all the food that I inputted today. At the top we have total calories. Remember, this number you're going to want to disregard. Instead, you want to think about the number that you have calculated from your homework packet, the number of calories that you should have in a day. Over here is our average eaten calories from all the food we've entered today. You can see this is clearly above the calories. If you remembered in a couple of videos ago, we added about 2.5 pieces of chocolate cake that caused his calories to skyrocket. Now over here we have status. That's going to tell you if you're under, if you're okay, or if you're over the amount that you should be having in a day or during the week. Clearly, our calories are going to be over, but many of these things are okay, which is good. Over here we have under. It looks like that our example account is not getting enough dietary fiber. This kind of information you might take and go back to your goals and enter in, hey, I want to get more dietary fiber, and have that as one of your nutrient goals. As you scroll down, you'll be able to see some other things. The first couple minerals and the first couple vitamins are usually the most popular and the most important. So these are the ones that we'll be focusing on. We will use this information a little bit later in the quarter when we talk about the actual sources of different things like calcium, potassium, sodium, copper, iron, etc. So when you see that, hey, I'm under in calcium, where should I get that from? Well, then you'll be able to know. But it also gives you your target amount. These amounts are the amounts that you should be getting on average, and these are the amounts that you eat. And you can quickly just take a look and say, oh, hey, I'm under in potassium. Well, maybe I should eat a banana or two, or consider adding that to my diet because I'm low in potassium, and bananas happen to be a good source of potassium. So you can see how you can use your knowledge for what foods have what nutrients, and then use all of this data that you're inputting to see what you might want to be adding to your diet or maybe taking out of your diet. All you got to do next is export it as a PDF or an Excel or a Word document, whichever your computer likes best, probably PDF, and then print it off, write your name on it, and turn it into me. Alright, the next report we're going to look at is physical activity. Same idea, you're going to enter your week information. In this case, it does it on a weekly basis, so we're going to go ahead and pick the week of the 12th, create report. And it's going to generate a report similar to the nutrient report, but for your physical activity. Now we can take a look at the week at a glance and see the different activities that we've had. the intensity of those activities, and then the estimated calories burned. This is going to be the most important part of this report. What you're going to be able to do is take this number and subtract it from the total calories consumed, and that will give you your net calorie amount. And that will tell you, hey, are you losing weight from your exercise? Are you staying the same? Are you still gaining weight because you've taken in too many calories in a day? Food Tracker does not do this for you. This is something that you're going to be able to do on your own. You're going to take the number of calories that you consumed, you're going to subtract your estimated calories burned from that number, and then compare it to your daily limit of calories that you should be having. And we'll talk about how to do that in class. Right now, all you need to know how to do is to print off this form, which, just like the last one, export it as a PDF, and then print it, write your name and section on it, and turn it into me. Well, that concludes our Super Tracker. I hope you have enjoyed this wonderful late night video, and I hope that you don't have too many questions about it. If you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. I'll be happy to help. Unless your question is, what is my Schoology code, which would be very interesting for you to ask me that, because I don't know how you would find this video unless you already have your Schoology code. So I'll see you guys all in class. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.